Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Wanted to ask you guys if you could do me a favor. If you're watching these videos and checking out the channel and you like what you see, if you guys could hit the subscribe button for me, we would really appreciate that. We are working our way to trying to get monetized so that we can build bigger and better cars and more builds and so on and so forth and keep doing this. And that would help us a lot if you guys could do that for us. So that's really all I got for you. Really appreciate all of you. Stay tuned. We've got lots of cool builds coming. Lots of things starting to happen on a lot of different cars. So it won't just be the Thing. It's going to be the Thing, the 40 Ford, the Apache. There's going to be a lot of things happening. So just stay tuned, and I will try my best to get you as many videos as I can, including Don's 1957 Chevy two-door post that we're working on. There's a lot going on over there too. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for everything. We really appreciate you. Have a great night. Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. We still waiting for the hurricane. It's supposed to be tomorrow night. Hurricane Milton. I've been doing some more work around the yard, just trying to get some extra things ready. I think I'm pretty close, but I have been thinking of ways to get creative to maybe put something heavy against that garage door to keep it from blowing in if I have to. And the same with the entry door next to it, and the same with my front door. Yeah, so trying to figure that out. I think from everything I'm hearing, Tampa Bay, St. Pete are gonna get rocked. I think right now the storm's a Cat 4, 155 mile an hour winds, 930 something pressure, something like that. Supposed to go up to a 5 again. Don't know how high. So there's that. But good news. Tampa and St. Pete are about 35 miles south of here. So definitely still going to get hurricane force winds, definitely still going to get the effects and the rain and everything else. My weather app is telling me we're going to get 9 to 10 inches of rain tomorrow, once it starts kicking off here. So gonna get a lot of rain. I've had a lot of people reach out to me on TikTok and here on YouTube that are in Spring Hill or have family or friends in Spring Hill that are wanting to know what's going to happen in Spring Hill. What I know so far, and this can change, is hurricane's going to hit Tampa Bay, St. Pete area at like a 45-degree angle. Okay. And at that point, you know, anybody's guess. But I can imagine, and what I'm hearing from all the different people on YouTube and internet and weathermen and all this, we should expect winds somewhere between 75 mile an hour and 125 miles an hour sustained. So that means like all the time. With gusts over 150, right? We could have gusts well over 150. We don't know. Now, the winds will be the worst right there by the eye, on the dirty side of the eye. But it could wobble at the last second and hit here. You don't know, right? Or it could wobble south and hit Sarasota. I mean, it could. Now, from a storm surge perspective, still not good, but if it hits to the south of us, and we don't take a direct hit, we should get less storm surge up here on the coast, because it's going to be sucking the water out to come back around. So basically, from what I understand of it, wherever it hits, wherever the eye is, right, wherever that makes landfall, and then to the south of that is where the problem with the storm surge really is going to be. It's going to be at its highest. So we'll have that, you know, about 9, 10, 15 inches of rain. Who knows? But I don't think we're going to die. So I think, you know, the harder part of this, I think, is the thing that not many people are talking about. And this is just going through Ian. The storm was bad and scary for sure. And there was damage and all the things. The horrible part was after the storm hit. No power, 7 to 14 days. No internet, no phone service, no water, no gas, no food, no, you know, nothing, right? You're back to the Stone Age, basically. So what you have is what you have. So, you know, don't sit in your closet and eat potato chips. It's the only chips you're getting, you know. You need to use that intelligently. And I think that's where this is going to be bad. It's, you know, up here anyway. I think as of right now, and that could change, we are still a day away. I think Tampa Bay is going to come up 10 to 15, 20 feet of storm surge. And I think St. Pete's going to be, for the most part, underwater. And anybody on the coast there, Longboat Key, all of that, Sarasota, Bradenton, you're going to get some real storm surge, 10 to 15 feet. So figure 1 story of a house is 10 feet, right? So 10 feet is 1 story. The roof of a 1-story house, right? So 20 feet is a 2-story house, right? 30 feet, 3-story house. So just something to go by in your head, what's that actually equate to? Now, where I think the real big problem is going to come in down there, not here, but down in Tampa and St. Pete and all of that, is Treasure Island, Madeira Beach, all of that. They just got hit by Hurricane Helene, and basically everything on the first floor, I think they got 6 to 8 feet of storm surge, and pretty much wiped out everything down there. And all of the debris and furniture and drywall they've torn out and garbage and all the things are now on the sidewalk, or out in front of the buildings. They're on the streets. Every street is mound of trash, mound of trash, mound of trash, right? So instead of seeing a garbage can, you see a mound of everything they've ever had, their couches, their tables, their, you know, everything, because it's now destroyed because it was underwater, right? So you're going to have a lot of storm surge again, but now all of that stuff is not inside the properties. Now it's outside of the properties. And I know they're making a strong effort to get as much of it up as possible. I'm going to tell you right now, it is absolutely impossible to get it up before this thing gets here. It just is. So, knowing that, now that everything is out on the street, and then you get 15 feet of storm surge, 20 feet, whatever it is, plus, and you got to understand this, the waves on top of that, right? So that's how much water is going to rise, but then you have the everything above it. Boats are now going to be floating 20 foot higher than they were, you know, going down the street. So problems. I think you're probably, if this comes in the way it looks, you're looking at a Katrina style event, where there's not much left of the coast. The beaches will be gone for the most part. And what's left will be, I mean, garbage. It's ruined. You know, they're going to have to tear most of it down. And, you know, you will have, unfortunately, a lot of death. And, you know, a lot of people didn't leave. A lot of people did leave. There's always a lot of people that don't. I mean, there's one guy out there, it's like a meth head with one leg, that's riding it out in a sailboat because he believes the water just goes up and down and it's a boat. I can't even begin to process how dumb that is. But he's going to get an education real quick. He's going to die. If he survives it, absolute Christmas miracle. It's just, you know, honestly, if I'm the cops, I'm taking his ass into custody and off his boat to save his life, right? I mean, I don't know if they can even do that, but that's what I would be attempting to do, right? So there comes a point where what you want and what's going to happen are probably two different things, right? And that's kind of where we're getting here. So storm looking like it's coming in a high Cat 3, maybe a Cat 4. Probably going to get stronger tonight. Be ready for that. Going to be looking at probably a 5 tonight. It's 1 mile an hour away from a Cat 5 right now. Pressure's dropping. It's in warm water. It's not, there's no land in front of it or around it to slow it down, which is what happened. It hit the top end of Mexico there. Cancun area, and it kind of disrupted it a little bit, and that's where it went from 185 down to 145. From a high number 2 storm ever to, you know, a Cat 4, was because it went over land. So, but now that it's out of that, and it went through an eye wall replacement cycle, so that's another thing that weakens them, then they get right back. Now we're going to see it strengthen. And it's going to strengthen, and that's fine. But tomorrow afternoon, somewhere around 2 or 3 tomorrow afternoon, what I'm hearing, it should start hitting that wind shear that everybody's been talking about, and it should decrease the winds. It's not going to change the surge, but it should lower the winds from like a 5 to a 3, right? Or a high 4 or a low 4, high 3, low 4, which is helpful, you know. We'll take any help we can get. But the real threat here is not, it does not matter if it comes in at a high 2 or a 5. The threat here is the storm surge, and that's not going to change. That is a very strong storm that is just churning water right now. And it's going to push all that water right into the bay. And it's going to have nowhere to go. So it can't just rush out. So it's going to take a couple days for that water to recede. And that's where the problem comes in, right? You know, you've got there's a lot of people in Tampa, and a lot of businesses, and a lot of hotels, and, you know, all the things, and hospitals, and I would imagine the airport there's a strong chance that airport might be underwater. Tampa Airport International, TPA or whatever. So that's a real, I mean, they're right there. So they're probably, as a crow flies, a mile from the water or less. And I think anybody within 4 to 5 miles of the water is going to get storm surge at some level. So could be a real bad deal. So stay vigilant, stay tuned. I have every intention of continuing to film. I'm charging my batteries and everything. I'm going to film through the storm while I can. At least you'll be able to hear it and see some of it. You know, it's supposed to come in late at night. Clearly I'm going to be awake. And we'll film the next day. whatever's left, and as long as we have camera, and you know, see what happens here. So, and I'll be bringing that to you as soon as I possibly can, because I won't have power, I guarantee it. I won't have cell, and I won't have internet. So if you don't hear from me, or your loved ones that are here, don't freak out. It is normal. There are things that you can bet your life on, and those are them. We're going to lose power for days. We're going to lose cell phone receptions. The towers will be down and all of that. We are going to lose internet and all of that. That will happen. Now, if you have a Starlink or something to that effect that you can put up after the fact and you have a generator, you might be able to get out. I do have a Starlink, I just don't have a generator. So, but my neighbor does, so maybe we can work something out. But, you know, just be smart, guys. Be aware that the people that are here are about to go through hell. You know, and, you know, if you can help in any way, monetarily, donating things, any of that, just like everybody's doing with Appalachia and all that, North Carolina and Tennessee and all that, and Georgia, we're going to need it. I can't stress that enough. There is no gas right now. Forget it. There's no... The grocery stores are pretty much empty. You know, the roads are completely jam-packed right now. All roads leading out are parking lots, basically. You know, it is exactly the worst case scenario that you would dream up. This is it. But we're going to be okay. We're resilient people. We're smart. A lot of the people here have been through hurricanes before and at least have an idea of what to expect. I don't know if they've ever been through anything quite like this, but see what happens. But just know that we're going to be okay up here, I think, in Spring Hill. And if that changes, I'll let you know. I should know before the power goes out that we're going to get smacked in the face. And if that's the case, we'll be in the walk-in closet with the door shut, with no windows, hanging out, waiting. I do have all the batteries charged. So, like, I've got lights, I've got tons of physical batteries to put in flashlights and stuff. We have candles and that kind of thing, but I'm not really wanting to use candles. I don't want anything with open flame. Unless I absolutely have to. But yeah, you know, it's something that's just gonna happen. There's no sense in freaking out about it. You can't change it. It is what it is. You know, you just try to survive it and live to fight another day, and that's where we're at. And that's where I'm at. My wife's there too. Her daughter is there. She's not worried about it. I mean, we're worried about it, but we're not like, oh, we're gonna die. That's not where we're at. We're at the point of, let's get this shit over with so we can get on with our lives. Then I can work on that thing you see behind me. That's where I want to get. So stay safe, guys, and for all of our family and friends, we love you. We're gonna be okay. We got this. I think the only thing we don't have is liquor. So, you know, we might need it. So, yeah, but I got everything else. And so, have faith in the system. Pay attention. If they tell you to leave, leave. We're not in an evacuation zone, so we're not leaving. If we were, I'd be trying to figure out somewhere inland to go that I could, so I could still get her to work, so that she can help save lives, because they are absolutely going to need it here in a minute. And just a whole lot of bad coming. So just pray for us, and we love you guys, and we're just going to keep on keeping on. So with that, I'm getting off of here. I'm going to go cook some dinner. And thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. Please like and subscribe to the channel. When all of this craziness is over, we'll be right back on that guy there. And kind of moving on to the next thing and the next thing. So stay tuned, guys.